Welcome back to the React Room. I'm your boy Dom K. I'm back in here solo dolo again today. Hope you guys had a great day yesterday. Appreciate all the love and support from the videos. Appreciate everybody coming through, like, sharing, subscribing, commenting. I'm seeing everything move up. We almost at 8,000 subscribers. We got to keep it up. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe and notifications button. You know it helps with the algorithms, like I always say. We got a good one today. Today is, it's one of them times that I don't really want to do this, but I feel the need to do this because I feel justified in why I've moved a certain direction with the channel over time. I used to give everybody a fair shake because I believe in fairness. If you go back and look at the early videos, there's always me bigging up every artist, every K-pop artist. I tried to, because I do the hip hop a lot, so it's like, I'm trying to get a different way, trying to give the other side of the world credit. But one thing, since I've been deep diving into BTS, one thing that really grinds my gears and really gets to me is all of these people hating. I've never seen so much hating before. It's so much backdoor, slimy deals going on in South. It's just like America, but so many slimy deals in Korea, so many slimy people behind the closed doors doing a lot of sneaky stuff. And today I'm a shed a little light to it. First off, I want to say shout out to the OG Frankie Biggs. I've been watching this channel for a while, and believe it or not, you guys know me, man. I'm not a hater. I love a lot of channels, man. I love Frankie Biggs' channel. I love Boris City channel. I love Asian Culture and Entertainment channel. It's a lot of reactors channels that I watch and people who do good information and good stories. And, I feel like it's genuine and it's real. So those are the channels that I like. Those are the channels that I look up to. Those are the channels that I watch and support. Now I told you, a lot of these fake reactors, and I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you because I feel like calling out some names. We gonna call out today. Today is the call out episode. And I know some of the Army's gonna disagree with me today because again, we all about love and support, but I'm gonna tell you, man, a lot of these UK reactors, so damn fake. And I hope, like again, I can just tell when people are watching certain things, and I can tell by the way you move and the way you talk and your actions, I can literally tell who's doing this for likes and money and who really cares about the music and who really cares about the artistry of what's going on. And a lot of these Black UK reactors, because they first on my list. Oh yeah, it's that time. I'm gonna be nice and I'm not gonna call names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. It's two channels with two people on each channel and they just mirror each other. They just copy each other and they strategically put out certain videos and they strategically put out certain music and they strategically put out certain things to get the Patreon going. And then they put out certain things to try to trick you into thinking if they really like this music and all of these fake ass, whoa! And they doing all of that just to get you on Patreon. Cause I've been sneak dissing a while, but I'm about to start calling out names because after I watch Nate Walka, shout out to Nate Walka, one of the true OGs and pioneers of this game. And I'm gonna get to them in a minute because this is about Frankie Biggs and his big time interview that he did. So shout out to the OG Frankie Biggs. But I'm gonna get to that in a moment. But I'm gonna start telling you little fake reactors, all of you guys out there just pretending to like music. It's only a matter of time before the Army really figures it out and sees you for what you're doing. You can tell by the content that they even got going on. The whole goal is just to trick you into signing up for Patreon so they can make money because they don't really listen to this music. They don't really know nothing about these artists except what people tell them. They ain't doing no investigation, but you know what? I'm gonna let y'all make it today because I'm gonna come back to y'all another day because I'm fired up today. And I might call y'all names before the end of this channel, but you know what? You are reacting to the music and the guys could use, they don't really need your support. They don't need my support, but they got enough support, but any support is welcome because I was welcome in. So you know what? I'm gonna let y'all make it for today. But I tell you what, just know some of you guys in the UK, it's two channels in particular. You're just like each other, a guy and a girl doing the same thing, doing the same type of videos, doing the same type of gimmicks, the same type of jumping up and down, the same type of screaming, the same, oh my God. Like I know you fake. but I'm gonna let you make it because you are supporting, so whatever. Frankie Biggs, he got Nate Walka from American Hustle Life to come on the channel, do an interview, and he was explaining some key parts, because I know this kind of lit up the internet yesterday, about them disrespecting BTS, the guys from SM in EXO's camp. And you see, I don't really want to take away from the whole interview because I watched the entire interview. And if you guys get a chance, I know everybody's focused on the negative, and I gotta focus on the negative, unfortunately. But if you get time, please go to the OG Frankie Biggs' channel. I'm gonna put the title of the video and the link in the description. Please go watch the whole interview because he did a really good job of asking a bunch of questions. And I could tell those answers were kind of like accidental. It wasn't like neither one of them was like, oh, I'm gonna set the internet on fire with these controversial answers. They were really just talking about the experience, the love they got for BTS, and how they chose them over EXO and not worrying about that. And like I said, it just turned into something else because everyone like me caught whiff. I was like, yo, so this was I believed it 100%. So I'm gonna get to that very, very shortly. But I want you guys to please, if you get time, go to the OG Frankie Biggs' channel and watch the whole interview. That's a massive job, OG. Hey, you one of the channels that I look up to. Been doing this for a minute, him and his wife, and we want to get them a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, anybody from my channel who want to support BTS, anybody who want to support what this music genre is in general, and other people, go get that guy a follow. He really cares about the music, he really cares about the people, and he cares about the art of what's going on. So moving along, there was a part in this video, and like I said, there's so many things I could go into on this video, but I can't because, like I said, I don't want to infringe on his hard work. So I'm gonna focus on about 2 to 3 minutes because it was 4 parts that I saw in there that were really, really, really important. And like I said, I seen like 20 things that I could really go in and react to, but I don't want to react to the entire interview until later. Until I want to give it at least a week or 2 weeks so he can get all of the views accumulated, maybe even a month. Because I think that video is gonna hit 100, 200, maybe even 300K, I hope. And I'll go back to it and react to the whole thing in due time, but I want him to get all his shine. But I'm gonna just take a little small clip it because I'm on fire today. So there was a part in the video, I think it comes at, 32 minutes. There was a specific part where he was talking about the EXO camp wanting him, this is Nate Walka, that they wanted him to stop working with BTS and they wanted him to come with their camp, and they called him a filler and an experiment. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all hear it for yourself. So yeah, this is the part specifically where he was talking about it. This is Frankie Biggs asking him a question, and you watch this. I'm gonna cut the volume all the way up.
You know, so much going on, but having each other is, that's everything, because, as things go up and down or you feel certain ways, at least you have each other to kind of like share those moments with and those anxieties and different obstacles as they occur. And also the bright sides, you know what I'm saying? You got somebody to celebrate with on that same level. So I'm thankful for that, for them.
That actually leads into the next question, which is from Karen Angela. Did you ever get the feeling back then that they might go on to become these big global stars?
What's good, Karen? I'm gonna call you Angela because Karen's they had a tough year last year.
Karen's had a bad year last year.
Yeah, they had a bad year, man. But hey, it's all good. It's all
here
love and peace over here. Absolutely. I mean, honestly, the first interaction with their music that I saw was Bulletproof, and that was before I met him. And that, just watching that one video is what got me on board to do this. And it was interesting because at this time there was like a writing camp, I want to say for like EXO going on. I believe EXO had like a #1 record out at the time, and their camp was like trying to get me to not do the show and to come and work with EXO, because they were saying like, oh, you know, BTS, they're not, you know, they're like, believe it or not, there was a lot of doubters of them, you know what I'm saying? They felt like it was an experiment and that it wasn't going to, you know, it was just, they were calling them like a filler kind of group and all this stuff. And when I watched that video, I was like, man, I was like, whoever that is talking, like, he don't even understand what music and entertainment is really about.
Stop right there. You see that? He, like most artists, most producers, you see, this is the thing about American Black producers and artists. They're very, very prideful. We don't need you to tell us who's good musically. We don't need you to tell us who's a filler or who's an experiment. We just need to listen to the music to understand. You clearly heard what he said. He heard Bulletproof one time before they were even big, before anyone even really knew worldwide who they were. He said he was sold off the video. And then EXO, who had a #1 record in Korea at the time, tried to tell him, a Black producer, don't work with them. Work with us. Work with our camp. Blah, 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 blah. And we know where that was coming from. It was coming from SM at the top. And they gonna deny it. And they gonna say it ain't true. But I truly 100% believe this. And you know why I believe it? Because why would he lie? This is years later. He ain't getting no money off this interview. And I'm telling you, this is another thing, people. They didn't know this would turn into what it is now. If you watch this entire interview, he asked so many questions before this and he asked so many questions after this. It just happened to be a question and he just gave it up because it's like, he didn't think nothing of it. He just like, oh, some people hate it. You heard what he said? They had a lot of doubters and a lot of non-believers. Did you hear how Frankie the OG laughed when he said they didn't believe it? They thought they was experience. He laughed. That's what I did. I chuckled. I didn't even give them I didn't laugh at you SM writers and EXO fans. I didn't laugh. I chuckled. I chuckled because it's hilarious. This group hasn't even really launched worldwide and you're trying to crush them before they even stop. You're trying to hate and stop them before these guys even really get an opportunity to do anything. Now I understand why everybody was saying, oh, the award shows was screwing with them. The variety shows were screwing with them. The people were trying to say, oh, they're using this and they're using that and they're copying infringing and all of these BS tactics because they didn't want them to have the opportunity to shine because you know what the truth is? You know what the truth of the matter was? I think they were all threatened by BTS. I think they were, I'm not going to curse, let me stop. I think they were threatened. I think they heard their music. I think they saw the growth and they said to themselves, I don't want to compete with those guys because I think they're a little better. So we're going to try to stop them from the outside in. Now, why would this producer make up this story? He doesn't know about South Korean politics. He doesn't care. He lives in America. He's just saying, they hit me up and said, yo, don't do this. It's laughable. Not only is it laughable, it's disgusting. You guys, whoever said that in SM's writing camp or EXO's writing camp, you're garbage. You're trash. You see, all of this stuff about being nice and being polite, I'm not into Korean politics. I do this because I want to. I don't have business in South Korea. I don't have relationships in South Korea. I don't have relationships with these labels. Any music I do on this channel is for the love of music. So respectfully, I can tell you people to kick rocks. That's a polite way of saying it. Kick rocks and beat it. Because where's EXO compared to BTS right now? It ain't even close. I don't care how popular they were at a time. You ain't nowhere near them guys' level. And I'm not going to go directly at them, but I know if the writers in the camp were comfortable enough to say this, this is what the group was talking about. And this is what the company was talking about. Everybody was saying it. Why would writers hit him up and say this BS? because they felt comfortable to say it because they thought it would never come out. But years later, he's not even thinking about it. He's just telling you what happened, just telling you the truth. So for all of those people who out there like, excuse me, oh, the Army's crazy. The Army's crazy. This is all I hear 24/7. Dom, you believe anything the Army says? The BTS Army is nuts. This is a bunch of people who hate everybody but BTS. Well, that's not true because I've been reviewing Pentatonics and the Army loves them. So that's a lie. I listen to a lot of artists that some people like, some people don't. All they want to do, oh, the BTS Army's nuts. They're crazy. Shut the hell up, you suckers. You're just mad that they got real fans that gonna support them and you don't. That's all it is. You're haters. You're goddamn haters. And guess what? No one cares. No one. You're not gonna stop their music from selling. You're not gonna stop them from going #1. You're not gonna stop people from listening to them. You're not gonna stop the concerts. You're not gonna stop the support. You're not gonna stop the new fans. You're not gonna stop the old fans. You're not gonna stop anything. So stop goddamn hating. And if you don't like it, just move the hell out the way and shut up. BTS doesn't talk about you guys in interviews. They don't go around telling people, oh, don't work with them. That's only you haters. And I know this was back then, but I'm calling them out now. What, they gonna do something to me? What the hell they gonna do to me? You see, I feel like the Army does take the high road a lot. I know they get a bad reputation. Oh, they take the high road. They might just go to your comments and say, you're wrong and you shouldn't do that and you're a hater. Me, I can tell you to kick rocks. You're trash. You're scum. You're pieces of crap. You're the worst type of people. I don't care. What you gonna do me? Can't whoop me. Can't do nothing about it. So I'm gonna say what the hell I want. I'm gonna continue the interview because I'm looking at you. I'm talking to any of those fans, any of those people. I'm looking directly at you. Kick rocks. Losers. I'm gonna move on. So another part of this I want y'all to see. It's the next question coming up.
You know what I'm saying? Because out of everything that I had, seen in the K-pop world, I'm like, that really stuck out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I loved everything about it.
Out of everything I saw in the K-pop world, that stuck out to me. Not your weak #1 record, not all of the other dancing and gimmicks. He said that stuck out to him as a black producer from America. That stuck out to him. And you can't do nothing about it. Suckers.
About that Bulletproof song, actually. And I was a fan of that. I was like, whoa, like, oh, this is this is hot. So then when I got with them, like I said, it's like they have that star quality. They don't let the pressure get to them. They always are striving to do their part. So you can go a long way when that's how your mode of operation is to, stay consistent, do your part. And, you definitely let other people big you up, but, they don't take a lot of that in on, they're not like boastful. They're not like, braggadocious or anything like that.
They're not boastful. They're not braggadocious. They let their work do the talking. They don't say they're better than anybody. They just work hard. You can go a long way with that type of attitude. That's what a producer is saying about them before they even blew up. They're not braggadocious. They never talk about themselves. They listen to criticism. Who can hate on that? You can go this ain't me talking. This is a music executive. This is a producer. This is someone who knows talent. You can go a long way with that type of attitude. But look how far they've gone. And look at where everyone else went. They went this way and they stopped. Suckers.
which I find those qualities to be charming in superstars. And I think that that's what helps a star elevate, like Michael Jackson, for example. Like, I think that was one of his biggest qualities, is that he gave you the star on stage, and that's what they did. When it's time to perform, they perform. But in his regular life and interviews and interactions with people, he was humble. You know what I'm saying? He knew he was talented. He knew he had this immense gift, but he didn't like rub it in people's face. He didn't, if anything, he would use it to make people smile and bring joy. And that's really what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? We remove the money, remove the accolades, the everything, the prestige that comes along. Like, at the end of the day, the core fundamental goal of entertainment is to entertain. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to put a smile on someone's face, or help them to forget about their current circumstance, or view the world in a different way. And that creates hope. And I think they do that exceedingly well.
He just compared BTS to Michael Jackson. Who's done that on this channel 1,000 times? Ladies and gentlemen, who the hell has ever compared anybody in K-pop to Michael Jackson or the Beatles? Yeah, I'm fired up today. I'll wait. Go ahead. Y'all listening? Go ahead. Tell me. Please tell me. Who the hell has ever compared Blackpink, Stray Kids, EXO, 17, 2NE1, Baby Monster, New Jeans, Illicit, all of them? I'm not dissing nobody. I'm big in America. Hey, they're all talented. Who the hell has ever compared them to Michael Jackson? Who the hell has ever compared them to the Beatles? Nobody. Because it ain't happening, Captain. There's only one group that on the east side that people saying that to, and you know 3 letters. You know the 3 letters, BTS. So for him to see this a decade ago, matter of fact, almost a decade ago, really more than that, I saw Michael Jackson qualities. Let other people brag on him. Very humble. Talented when you're performing. Humble behind closed doors. Meeting regular people, putting a smile on their face. Not acting like I'm bigger than the program. Able to take positive and negative criticism. Willing to listen. Not hating on other people behind closed doors. Staying true to themselves. Unlike the characters who call in Nate, telling him to stop working with them. Clowns. And you see, other people are gonna take the high road. I'm taking the lowest of roads. Call me low road. Dom low road. For the rest of it, low road. Now, what if we just start doing that? What if we just start looking at artists being like, oh, I'm not reviewing them. They trash, blah, blah, blah. We can tell the truth. What if people start hating on them? This is the same crap. Just like when everybody was saying that the Big Bang fans was accusing them of buying their own music. Crap. What if I heard that and say, oh, most of the people whom I'm subscribing to are BTS fans? What if I don't review no Big Bang music, no G-Dragon music? What if I don't review none of them? What if I only just review BTS and don't give no other K-pops a look at all? What if every reactor did that? But that's not how we operate. We give everybody a look. We give everybody a fair shake. Even with the racist crap that Blackpink said, I didn't take their videos down. Now, I might not review a lot of their stuff moving forward. I still ain't decided, but I don't think they care, but who cares? But I just think a lot of I see my comments, a lot of black people, a lot of black reactors are like, yo, what if we just all stop reviewing their music and just say F them? But I didn't do that. I was just like, okay, you made a mistake and you don't want to apologize? Cool, I see your character, whatever. I'm not going to hold it against you too long, but I just see your character. You see all of this crap that's going on, and this is years ago, but it's just making me even madder because it's like, You want to play these political games. You want to play these little, oh, I got more power than you, so I'm gonna try to crush you behind closed doors. Crush me at the box office. Crush me at the box office when we drop. Crush me at the album sales. Crush me on the ticket sales. Crush me in popularity. Crush me in YouTube subscribers. Crush me in Instagram followers. Crush me in X or Twitter followers. Crush me the right way. Oh, you can't. Because you're not bigger than me. You're not more talented than me. And you're not better than me. So you're going to hate on BTS behind closed doors like the cowards and the snakes you are. Cowards and snakes.
You know what I'm saying? And so I knew they were stars before I even met them. Like, I was surprised to even hear the naysayers' voices, you know, I was like, who is, you know, I don't want to put that guy
exactly,
out there, but I'm like, man, this dude, you know, he got hit records and K-pop and all that stuff, but it's like, man, that don't matter.
I mean,
listen to that. I'm going to replay that again. I want y'all to hear that again. Listen to this very, very carefully.
The accolades, the everything, the prestige that comes along. Like, at the end of the day, the core fundamental goal of entertainment is to entertain. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to put a smile on someone's face or help them to forget about their current circumstance or view the world in a different way. And that creates hope. And I think they do that exceedingly well. You know what I'm saying? And I knew they were stars before I even met them. Like, I was surprised to even hear the naysayers' voices, you know, I was like, who is, you know, I don't want to put that guy
exactly,
out there, but I'm like, man, this dude, you know, he got hit records and K-pop and all that stuff, but it's like, man, that don't matter.
I was surprised to hear the naysayers. I was surprised to hear the noise. Who do you think he's talking about? I could only assume he's talking about the haters. And they told him this. I think he's talking about SM Entertainment. People with I think that's who he's talking about. And I think he's talking about other people too, but they got hit records. You got to hit. I think it's somebody big at a label. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I was surprised to hear the naysayers. And they had, you got #1 records in K-pop. But who cares in America? Nobody. We care about who's better. So, guys with #1 records in K-pop, and he said he didn't, and I appreciate Nate not putting the guy's name out there because I think we all know, I believe it's somebody from either SM Entertainment or somebody from XO. That's what I think. I truly believe that. And he won't say it, and I appreciate him not saying it, but that's who I think he's talking about. And I think, you know what's crazy? This is what's crazy about that. They tried to stop it and they only contributed to it. You tried to stop it and you only contributed to it. You see, the thing about Americans are, especially Black Americans and producers in high positions, not the big people in labels, but I'm just talking about guys like Nate. And we take a lot of pride in music. We take a lot of pride in our own opinions. How dare you try to tell us that who they are? What about you? You think because you got a #1 record in Korea that your label paid for, that you like that? You're not like that, clowns. You're clowns. And you can have all of the money. You can have all of the deals you want. You can have all of the little moments you want on the internet. But a clown is going to be a clown, bozos. And I'm not being nice no more. I'm going to show you one more part of this interview. Because again, I don't want to, that's why I only used a couple minutes because I don't really want to go because it was such a good interview. But you guys are clowns. It's the last part, clowns. Army, I understand why y'all have a lot of patience. But some of these people, bro, I understand why y'all feel the way y'all feel. These guys tried to destroy BTS before they even started. Suckers.
I mean, now it doesn't matter because they actually make up 3 to 4% of the South Korean GDP overall in their country. What other artists can you say can?
Yeah. I looked that up. I don't know if it's exactly 3 to 4%. I think I saw like it was 0.5%, like it was half of a percent. But this is the craziest part about that. I think they accumulated like, I think in 2020, I think I saw something that was like $4.3 billion. 4.3 billion in almost a percent of the whole GDP of country. That's rubber, plastic, aluminum, gold, exports, import, all of that stuff. And there's 0.5%, $4.3 billion to the economy for merchandising, ticket sales, all of that. I think they said Taylor Swift was the highest in America with 2 billion. They doubled that. They doubled it. They doubled it. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna do from the interview because it's such a good interview and I only use like 3 minutes of it. Please go watch the whole interview and listen to what Nate said the whole interview, because this was just a small segment of it. It was so positive. He was uplifting the guys. He was sharing his thoughts and everything, his life, his story. And Frankie did a great job of letting the fans ask questions, not interrupting his guest, letting him fully talk. Shout out to Frankie Biggs. Give him a like, a share, and a subscribe. But again, man, I had to do this because I'm getting tired of these haters, man. I'm getting tired of y'all. I'm about to start calling names. You see I'm already on SM ass. I'm about to start calling names. When you reactors doing the same thing. Nothing wrong with Patreon. Nothing wrong with making money. But bro, stop with these fake reactions jumping up and down. Stop falling all over your couches screaming when you know you're only doing this for money. We do this shit for the love. That's why you see, bro, pushing out 5 to 7 videos a week. All different content, giving everybody a look. Love BTS, love a lot of these artists. But I tell you what, man, you haters, I'm gonna start dedicating my time to making videos about you haters. So I tell you what, we're gonna let it go for now. We forgive and don't forget. That's what they said the slogan was. But let me tell y'all something about me. God forgives, I don't. That was a Rick Ross album. That's a good. God forgives, I don't. I'm gonna be watching. And every time y'all sneak this, every time y'all say something negative, I'm gonna be on you. Like white on rice. I'm gonna be on you. And I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna call you out and I'm gonna promote it and I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure everybody see you for the slime balls and scumbags y'all. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. You guys tell me in the comments, what do you think about Nate Walka's interview on Frankie Biggs' channel? How do you feel about him saying what he said? What do you think about the honesty of it? You guys tell me what you think about the camp telling BTS that they're fillers and this experiment is gonna fail and all this crap. What do you think about the naysayers thinking that they can take opportunities away from them just because they feel threatened by them? You guys tell me all your thoughts down below. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Always with love. Peace.